As Jesus was sitting on the Mount of Olives, the disciples came to him privately. "Tell us," they said, "when will this happen? And what will be the sign of your coming and of the end of the age?" Jesus answered, "Watch out that no one deceives you. For many will come in my name, claiming I am the Christ, and will deceive many."
Shattering records and threatening lives. Tonight, this is the brutal broil baking tens of millions.
It's sweltering. And what's the worst is there's no air moving.
The blistering heat wave turning much of the nation into an oven. 141 million people experiencing temperatures above 90 degrees. 51 million sweltering in triple digits.
Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say it's all right.
For tomorrow, 108. That's what it's going to feel like in Wichita. 111 in Dallas, 110 in Little Rock, 107 in Baton Rouge, and not much relief in sight as we go into the end of the week. Temperatures in the 90s in New York, Washington, Nashville, and St. Louis, and it's going to last like that right on into next week. And for our friends in the UK and parts of Europe, we're talking 102 in Lyon, 105 in Paris, London 101, their all-time record 102.
I'm a meteorology major, undergrad, and so there was an article written up by a meteorologist in the summer solstice of this year, June 21st. And they said, there is now a tie that meteorologists are wearing on air to create a visual as to what's happening to our environment regarding climate change. So it is this tie. And with this tie, every stripe that you see on the tie portrays the average global temperature for that year.
Record temperatures and historic drought also forcing cash-strapped cattle ranchers to sell their herds, which will inevitably drive up beef prices later this year.
They're out of grass, out of water. Nobody's making any hay.
With drought also crippling Europe, the UK is poised to be hotter than 99% of the planet, up to 30 degrees above average, forcing the closures of airport runways, crumbling in the summer weather. Tonight, our nation already feeling the heat, with the hottest weeks still to come.
I'm happy to wear this kind of ties at these kind of events, which is demonstrating what we have seen happening in the climate for the past 150 years. So you can see that in the past we had much more blue color, and more recently we have seen more red color, which indicates that the heat waves have become more frequent.
Then you will be handed over to be persecuted and put to death, and you will be hated by all nations because of me. At that time, many will turn away from the faith and will betray and hate each other, and many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. Because of the increase of wickedness, the love of most will grow cold, but he who stands firm to the end will be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached in the whole world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come.
It's all right.
And at the moment, we are heading towards something like 2.5 degrees warming. And that means that we would have a much higher amount of these kind of events in the future as part of our normal.
And so I bought this tie. I'm wearing it with pride as a former TV meteorologist, and want people to pay attention to this along with other meteorologists all around the country.
It's a spiritual battle. A warfare between good and evil.
And now is a time when things are shifting. There's going to be a new world order out there. And we've got to lead it. And we've got to unite the rest of the free world in doing it.
Thanks a lot for searching that out, man. Appreciate that. Fisherman in the Box. Fisherman in a Box.